So that's all well and good. So we understand the general idea of what thoughts are and how they might be limiting in flavor and in theme. And so really you need to feel more. And you probably know that. I'm sure you've heard that from all kinds of wellness people. Feel your feelings, right? It's not easy though. But if we stick with thoughts just for a minute more, thoughts are a clue to your state. If you can catch your thoughts, if you can notice them, and it's not easy, but if you can notice them, catch them, then become curious about what is driving those thoughts. Because the thought doesn't just exist on its own. I mean, it pops into your mind without you really summoning it, but it's not just there. It's driven by a state. It is the flavor of it is driven by the state. The thought theme comes there from probably other sources, just from growing up probably. But it is very possible to catch these thoughts and kind of, not exactly question them, but just be curious about them, notice them, and to take a look at them. So, I mean, a coach or a therapist can be a really good source of like another person to do so, because it's really hard to do on your own. But if you have somebody else that can catch these thoughts, these themes, as they pop up, that can be really helpful. It's hard to do on your own. And then what you want to do is notice the feeling that is driving that thought. So catch the thought. There's a theme that comes up in my life a lot. How do I feel right now? There's a feeling that's driving that. And then if you can do that, I mean, that's a lot in and of itself, but if you can do that and take the next step, you may notice that there's a polyvagal state driving that feeling. Thoughts don't exist on their own. Feelings don't exist on their own either. Feelings are driven by polyvagal states. And the way that you can notice your polyvagal state is by experiencing, that's a better word, experiencing these somatic sensations that come along with the polyvagal state. Now, if you can mindfully do so, that can help to shift your polyvagal state up the ladder. Feelings can be scary though. They can be intimidating, in all honesty, right? I think all of us struggle with this. But you in particular, you may not be used to feeling. You may not be used to feeling. You may be ignoring, you may be stuffing down, minimizing, or somehow coping as a way to distract yourself from how you feel. Feelings can be scary. But eventually we do need to feel. I mean, you don't need to, you can do what you like, it's your choice. But if you do nothing different, you probably know how it's going to go. Feeling the feelings is not easy. I would recommend that you do so when you're ready. Oftentimes there's layers to feeling. It's not just the feeling, there's layers to it. And I'm not talking about the polyvagal state underneath it. I'm talking about there's just layers of feeling. So feeling them bits at a time instead of all at once might be helpful. And if you can notice one layer of your feeling, that may lead to the next. So an easy example is anger. Anger is never just anger. In therapy, I have yet to, or in real life, life outside therapy, I have yet to work with anybody or to experience myself anger that is just about anger. People tend to feel angry with other stuff underneath it. And that could be a bunch of different stuff. But anger is driven oftentimes by other things. Overwhelm, frustration, sadness. There's loneliness. There's other things underneath the anger. But what may be seen day to day is anger or irritability. But really there's other things under there. There's shame or guilt. There's loneliness, sadness. And so rather than feeling those things, which maybe the person can't do it, it just comes across as anger, but it's not. That's just the top layer of it. It isn't because there's something wrong with you. Like I said, we all do this. There's nothing wrong with you if you're not feeling your feelings. We all do it. It's just hard. Like, it's hard to feel our feelings sometimes, and that's okay. You're hearing this, so you're open to something new. I mean, to me, that's a hell of a lot better than nothing. So I applaud you for that. I do. So even if you really, really want to feel your feelings, it still may be a difficult thing. And you may not even see the issue. Like I said, anger isn't just anger. There's other stuff underneath anger. And you may have no idea what's underneath your anger if that's an issue for you. So you may not even see that there are feelings for you to feel eventually. Or maybe you're in some sort of coping skill, like habitually just sort of flipping through your phone, thumbing through your phone through short videos or picture after picture, whatever it is, shopping maybe. And you may not realize that you're sort of habitually doing this because there's something that you're avoiding. Feeling your feelings is not always easy. You may not even see it. But regardless, no matter what those feelings are there, you do have feelings. Whether or not you feel them, they still affect you, and they're not really going anywhere. They're there. Your feelings are there. They just are. So feeling them may not be super easy right now, this moment, but eventually I would highly encourage you to work in the direction of feeling your feelings. You don't have to, but I think we both know they're not going anywhere. And so if you're not going to feel them, that's going to help keep you stuck, not just on an autonomic nervous system polyvagal level, but your potential in life. It's going to, I think, keep you stuck. Your potential to connect with others or to find more life satisfaction, more calm, more happiness. I think it keeps you stuck. That's it though.